If you have raised beds, sooner or later you will have pests of some sort, from moles and voles, gophers, groundhogs, or even cats coming to take more than just a bite out of your prized garden plants. Well, fear not, because today I'm going to show you some of my favorite tips and techniques to prevent many of those animals from ever becoming a problem. Now, the pests that I'm dealing with are the ones that typically are coming on top of the soil and wanting to burrow or forage. And the best way that I've found to deal with that is livestock panel. Actually, what I use is goat panel. It's a smaller version where the squares are only 4 inches in spacing. And I lay that either into the soil or on top with blocks to prop it up off the soil. But I can tell you, that's keeping out chickens and squirrels and chipmunks and even cats that want to use it as a litter box, because it's a physical barrier that deters them and inhibits their freedom of movement in the soil, and it's worked fantastic. Now, the other primary pests that want to come into your garden are either going to come in from underneath or try to crawl up into it. Primarily, that's going to be moles and voles and gophers, and the solution to that problem is the same, and it's hardware cloth. So what is hardware cloth? It's just stiff metal wire with squares spaced, in this case 1 inch apart, but if you wanted to go tighter on that, you could, like ½ an inch. And it works really well as a physical barrier. That's the key. Now imagine for a moment that this is your raised bed. What this actually is a compost sifter. But you get the point, this is the frame of your raised bed. And underneath that, you can roll out the hardware cloth and staple it to the bed, and that's your physical barrier. And if you wanted to go extra safe, you could run this out beyond the perimeter, 6 inches or 12 inches or so. And that creates an extra layer of deterrence. So as the gophers coming into your bed area and they start digging there, they encounter the wire, and hopefully that's enough of a deterrent. But between that and the actual physical barrier within the bed, that's going to work. So what we're trying to do is come up with effective and inexpensive solutions. So hardware cloth, livestock panel or goat panel, or a tall fence, those are all going to work. They're very effective and they're not that expensive to implement as well.